All right, everyone. This is a direct continuation of part 1, which we just finished recording. So if you are just seeing this for the first time, then hit pause right here, go back to part 1, and watch that up until basically this very point right here, and then continue this forward. We were just talking about the Federer-Djokovic match, some ball bouncing. We were talking about some shot clock issues. We were talking about the Uniqlo versus Nike, what happened there. Roger looked off. We talked about a golfer that had
Look how much you got in with my ball bounce. That's a lot to get in.
Yeah,
Go
see?
ahead.
All right, we're doing some ball bouncing over here, all right? So I was kind of running up to the fact that Federer played so badly. Again, I'm not taking away anything from Djokovic. Djokovic played a solid match.
And deserves to win because I think he had the tougher draw as well.
He played a solid rock star match.
He had
solid, but not perfect, but close amouth. I have seen Djokovic play way better than this. I have seen Djokovic amp up 10 times harder than what he did.
Federer didn't. Yes, I agree. Federer didn't give him enough for him to get amped up. He really didn't have to do much today.
I mean,
he even said, "Thank you, Federer. Thank you, Federer, for letting me win Cincinnati."
Yeah, I mean the vintage Djokovic where he's up and he's attacking balls, looking like Jordan flying through the air, just I mean, just really.
He has a better backhand than forehand, by the way. I was watching him today.
I saw glimpses of I still think he's 85%.
Justin,
I still think he's 85%.
When they show the tennis matches, usually they show it from the top, right? Today they were showing some of their rallies from the back. These guys actually look normal when they show them from the back. They don't really hit that hard. I was watching Federer and Djokovic more like guide the ball. They really weren't hitting hard as we think they do. They really don't hit that hard. But they're smart about the points. But Novak's backhand is way better than his forehand, by the way. He's got a solid backhand. He's got a beautiful backhand, actually.
So again, it wasn't hard for me. The hardest part that for me watching the match today, as a really long time Federer fan, is that I truly believe, as much as I hate to say it,
he sucked today.
He's 37. I'm trying to force myself to say it, but I can't. I think we have seen an end of an era fast approaching.
And that's okay. He's done a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's fast approaching. To me, his fitness looked off. His feet were slow. It looked like he had a little bit of a pot. I mean, a little rumple there.
No, that's how he's
not a little bit.
No.
He looked aggravated. He looked like he didn't want to be on the court. I wrote a note here right before it started, and I have it sitting right here. I said, Federer looked like he wants to pack up and get off the court.
Yeah, he didn't fight too much. He didn't fight too much at the end.
But I'm going to throw something out there that we discussed yesterday. I made a comment yesterday before the match he played yesterday about Goffin. Remember I said, if Federer plays Goffin, don't be surprised if Goffin beats Federer, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
And the reason why I said that is because I thought that Federer would want to reserve or save his game to potentially meet Djokovic there and not let him play him once and at best, Djokovic beats him, and you have what happened today. And then at worst, it's still good for Djokovic because even if Federer wins today, Djokovic gets the timing a little bit.
Well, yeah.
From having a match against him before, it really super duper counts. Even though he made a milestone by winning this tournament.
Did. I mean, he accomplished something that nobody ever has. He's the first one to do it. But did you hear the commentator saying that depending on what happened in this match, that maybe Federer didn't want to face Novak in the quarters and maybe face Nadal in the quarters, depending on what their ranking was. So I think it has a lot to do with that. I don't know if Federer just wanted to lose or knew he had to lose. I'm not saying that because Novak beat him fair and square.
Yeah, it's nothing like that.
No.
I don't want to get into some conspiracy
theory. No, but
theory.
I think that it almost seemed like he didn't care to lose to me.
Look,
didn't it? I mean, he wasn't really too upset about it.
If I am an avid tennis fan, right now, to look at that match, you can't. And again, I'm a Federer fan, but I'm a Djokovic fan too. So understand, I'm not lopsided in what I'm going to say. You can't take anything away from the match but two things. And if someone doesn't understand that, then you have to just rationalize for a second. Djokovic is still not 100%. He's 85-88, which is awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's still not back to those things. Novak who was dominating.
Okay. Number two is that Federer was not just off; he was non-existent.
Yeah.
He missed everything. Double faulting, not even close. His attitude, his character. He was yelling at himself, and not in a good way. Not like trying to pump himself up. It was more like he was angry internally at something.
He was bothered by the crowd.
Something was going on there.
He was bothered by the way he hit. He shanked balls.
And anybody that can read emotions, and that's, we're human beings. We make things with our face, and our body language tells a tale. He walked out there. He was angry from the get-go. Didn't look like he wanted to be there. It just was it was a different vibe that I felt out of Federer walking on that court. I'm talking, this is someone that I've seen thousands of matches.
Yeah, and
thousands
usually when Federer breaks, he got broken right back.
Yeah, he gave up the break at the beginning. He broke to go up 2-0 and then just he coughed that right back up. And that happens. I'm not saying that doesn't happen in the game, but if someone can say that Federer did not look older, slower, footwork, I mean,
he was late on his
subpar.
Volleys were off. Overheads were off.
Yeah, I mean, double faulting, serve was off.
Shots are like, I've never seen him shank so many balls in my life.
So again, even if Roger would have played to the best of his ability, I still think Djokovic would have found a way to win.
Yeah, it would have been a better match.
It would have been a better match, though. Djokovic should have won no matter what, because he was the better player today, whatever happened. Mm-hmm. But look, the score was 6-4, 6-4. Honestly, I think Djokovic beat Federer so badly. I think he beat him more like, it felt like 0-0.
It did, because
it felt like he beat him 6-0.
Well, Federer kept. Djokovic didn't work as much on his serve like Federer had to. Federer had to keep fighting off break points.
Yeah,
got lucky in quite a few of them where Novak even shook his head and knew he should have broken him many times.
Yeah, Djokovic was holding it love and 40-15s quite often. Some sprinkles some 40-30s in there. Federer's fighting to stay in games. He wasn't dictating points. He was more retrieving a lot. And then when he went for it, it was out, wide, long, whatever. So anyway, definitely great match. By the way, this was a great tournament. I think this has been one of the funnest ones we've done. I know we've done a lot now, but this one's been fun. Mm-hmm. I had a thought though here, right? So is it possible though that Federer really and truly didn't want to go out there and give him his A game? Just in case they meet again, then he'll bring it out, maybe shock him a little bit. Do you think maybe that was kind of?
Could be. I don't know. That would be like a conspiracy theory. I don't know. I don't want to say that because then people will get mad. Who knows? We'll find out at the U.S. Open.
It was just an odd look for Roger today. I didn't feel any positive energy out there on that court. And
the crowd couldn't even get into it.
And look, standing ovation for Djokovic. Really well done. To win all 9 Super 9 tournaments, all the Masters 1000s is absolutely incredible.
Impressive, yeah.
Absolutely incredible because it encompasses all surfaces, all climates. That's impressive.
Yeah.
So, question: does anyone think this will be the last year for Roger? Maybe,
no, because he signed a contract with.
Oh yeah,
he can't. It's not his last year.
So he has to play through his contract.
Yes, he should have stayed with Nike. Sorry.
Yeah, he should. There's got to be some mental anguish with that deal. Something happened there. Anyway, not our business, right? Surely a business issue happened. We'll see what happens at the U.S. Open. So I was just fixing to write the ending, and this was just before we started recording part 1. Rahesh jumped in there right at the very end with a comment.
Sorry, Carl and Justin, that Fed lost, but Novak needed his revenge for 2012. Roger always had insulted Novak, but that doesn't take away anything Novak achieved, and this is a big thing, and it's a high time. Stupid media and so-called tennis idiots who really know nothing about tennis realize this achievement. Anyway, as I mentioned, I'm proud of Novak, and will be the best ever for me for various reasons, and today was one more. Congratulations, Novak, on this achievement, and guys, thank you for hosting this show, where we can discuss all topics in a mature manner. And Justin, really, you are a sweet guy who takes notes in spite of your leg pain. Great going, buddy. Let's go.
Appreciate that. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
I'm not gonna say Novak deserved to win it. He won it fair and square. You can't take anything away from him. I almost sense like Federer and Novak don't like each other really.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
Yeah. I don't think they do either.
You can see it. There's tension between them.
Yeah, I don't. But the body language that I saw with Roger today, well, number one, he was angry before he walked out on the court, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime I would see Djokovic and Federer make eye contact, it was usually looked pretty intense and looking away, and it was pretty fidgety eye contact. But maybe they do, maybe they don't. But
I don't think so. You could usually tell when a player likes each other.
Yeah,
they respect each other because they have to, and they're gentlemen. But you could see that it's a different type of relationship between him, Novak, Federer, between Federer and Nadal.
Yeah, and so on a personal note to Rajesh.
Well, he says more.
Yeah, we commented.
He says more. He says every Fed fan will say this, but Novak played solid.
But what did I say?
He played solid, but he's still
I said something to him, and then that was his response.
Okay, well, you said Rajesh Kumar, heck of an achievement. Federer played awful. More on this tonight.
There you go.
And he says every Fed fan will say this, but Novak played
solid. So look. We're gonna touch on that, and then we're gonna move.
But he makes another comment.
Oh, go ahead with that. I didn't know. See, that just came in.
But then he says, I think the way Novak was playing was aggressive. Definitely, Fed had no chance, and of course he played bad shots, but Novak never gave him a chance as well. Good point. Yeah, and that's it.
All right, so that is a good point.
He didn't give him a chance. He didn't
give him a chance, but when you're double faulting into the other service box.
Well, he did it with the break point, but Federer didn't take advantage of it.
Anyway, all I'm getting at is two facts: that Novak is an incredible tennis player, number one. Not taking anything away. This has nothing to do with him personally, but he still looks at 85% to me. Which, if he can get to it, put it this way: if he can get back to 100%, he might win 22 majors. He's still got the fight in him, but all I'm saying, he's still 85%.
13 to 22, jeez.
He's still 85%. What are you talking about?
22
I'm being facetious.
Oh, I'm about to
just being facetious. He don't win 22 majors. All I'm saying, if he gets to 100%, he'll have an era like Federer did.
He could.
He could have a 3-year run like Federer did. Like he did before, but he did it for almost 2 years.
I think it's going to be a little tougher this time.
Anyway, all I'm getting at is no one can say that Federer didn't look a little lost out there today. I think what the look that I saw in his face, that one, he was angry coming onto the court for some personal issue. You could see it in his face. If you have the match, go back, rewind it. Watch his facial expressions when he walks out onto the court. It's not like, hey, and how are you? Like he's always doing and smiling.
I read comments where a lot of fans,
angry.
Yeah, a lot of fans said that it was very uncomfortable to see Federer play today.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at all. But good for Djokovic. I mean, great for Djokovic. And I mean, wasn't there some massive service record that he held coming into the tournament? And
that was Federer 100 times.
Yeah, he hadn't been broken in 100 games, and all of a sudden gets broken left and right.
Yeah,
and there was an issue that happened, and maybe it was personal, maybe not. Either way, great win for Djokovic. But no one can say that Federer didn't play awful.
Now let me ask you: if Novak won the U.S. Open, wouldn't that make him the man of the year in tennis?
Yeah, absolutely. Hands down, the Wimbledon U.S. double. Who was the last person to do that? Nadal.
Yeah. That would be quite an accomplishment.
I mean, great, man. Vamos, let's go. Come on. Let's go. I'm rooting for him. I don't want to see Nadal pick his butt.
I want to see Nadal win, sorry. Or one of the new ones.
All right, so anyway, guys, it has been a very fun tournament. The U.S. Open is on deck. So we are going to start the fantasy team discussion. An entire new chapter will begin turning tomorrow. So we'll start turning some pages on the U.S. Open, start breaking down potential draws, players that you have.
Oh, wait, before you go there, by the way, I know most people know that I'm not the biggest Novak fan, but my son Jonathan today got his sneakers with his face on it.
Oh, yeah, he got the Djokovic shoes.
He used to be sponsored by Adidas, and he got those shoes today. So there you go.
Yeah, he got the
Someone likes
Djokovic
Novak in our family, too.
So, new chapter begins tomorrow. U.S. Open begins now in just about less than a week at this point. Or 7 days around the nose. Qualifying, I think starts on the 21st. So we'll watch some qualifying. Has anybody heard anything about Sabine Lisicki? Anyone?
Why are you still talking about this, Nick?
Because sometimes she'll mess around and get a wild card or qualify.
Well, I think she would have to qualify. We would find out. We could watch it qualifying.
She can cause damage.
I think he's still dreaming.
No, she's feisty. She's pretty feisty, though.
She should have won that Wimbledon, not let Bartoli win.
Well, anyway.
Ruined her career.
Great tournament. Again, we have a really good time doing this. It's definitely part of our day at this point. We've done this now since a month before Wimbledon, somewhere in there, right? So we spent a lot of time on it. I've got a stack, and I've been saving them.
You know what you forgot to mention? We did mention something about the Serbian fans. They are the biggest fans compared to like
Oh yeah.
the Americans don't have that many fans. They don't cheer for them like that. Like I've seen the Serbians cheer for Novak.
Yeah. So he
has a big following.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they actually are committed to go to all these tournaments.
Yeah. This is commendable, by the way. I'm glad you brought this up. Good bring here. So we were watching the final. We were very much impressed by how many fans were there to see Djokovic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had that place rocking.
They were sitting on the top.
I mean,
maybe they couldn't afford the best tickets, but they were cheering.
Man, they made that place alive, and that's why I was saying that Djokovic was going to win either way, because if Federer stepped his game up, then Djokovic would have elevated his further, and he had the crowd. No one was going to beat Djokovic on that course today, hands down. But it was so lopsided. Yeah, it was 6-4, 6-4, but it was really like 0-0 if you were watching it, and the crowd was amazing. But why is it that the dwindling American crowds are being put to shame by those that work their butt off to get to the high seats and make that place alive? I thought it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
Yeah, they had the flags, everything.
Let's go!
They had their face painted. I mean, it's like watching a soccer game.
Loved it. Absolutely, I get an A+ on fans. Any Serbian fans out there that were at that tournament, man, you better get that video because you guys were bringing the house down.
Yep.
I bet you Roger didn't like that.
No, he didn't like it.
But no, he was mad before he came on the court. But A+ on fanhood. A+, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Djokovic owes you one. All right, so that wraps up the show. Another great tournament, everyone. Well done, everyone. Thanks, everyone, because we did it together. And a big thanks to you, Carla.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? My soldier in crime. All right, well played, well played.
Hopefully he gets back to his old self.
Yeah, so I thought that maybe my leg would look better at this point. It really doesn't. So it's still going to be a minute before we hit the tennis courts, but
it'll be a while.
It's coming around slowly but surely. But at least I can go down the stairs tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Boom, go. Yes. All right. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the video.
Make any comment you want.
Make any comment.
I won't take anything personal.
Make any comment. Make any comment.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun. Be kind. And
or not.
or not.
It's up to you.
All right. Anyway, take care. Thanks again as always. Hope you enjoyed the video. Keep the comments coming, as Carla always says.
Adios.
Oh.
Hasta mañana.
I can go hobble to the camera.